without hierarchy in your web design, your websites are going to be doomed. But what is hierarchy and how do you create one? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, what is up? I'm Ron Segal. Welcome back to the free web design course. Now, today's video is going to be one of the probably most important videos in this series. So stay tuned and pay attention because hierarchy is one of the key things in creating good web design, good user experience, and making sure that the goals of the website are achieved. And it's the probably number one mistakes that I see when I'm looking at other people's web design. So actually, what is hierarchy? Hierarchy is basically what is on top, or actually maybe more important than something else. It comes back to maybe the military. So we have the top commander and below it, the secondary commander and below it, the soldiers, or maybe like a family where you have the kids and beyond them, the parents or something like that. So basically it means what is on top, what is more important. Now, why does this matter when it comes to web design? The thing is that our brain as humans, we have to look at something and we have to concentrate on something, and we have to understand what should we look at first? What should we deal with first? If we have too many things that on the screen that demands our attention, we're going to be confused. We won't know where to begin, where to look at first, and then immediately, because we're overwhelmed, we're like, I don't want to be here. This is too overwhelming. Shut down. That's it. I'm out. Or I'll be confused and I'll be frustrated. Okay, so it's our job as designers to create a hierarchy which will say, hey, this is the most important thing that you should be looking at right now. Once you're dealing with that, you can look at here, this is a little bit less important, and then get to this. So by using clear hierarchies, understanding what is most important and then secondary and then third, we're kind of guiding the eye and the experience of the visitor. Now, before we dive into how to do this, I just want to show some bad examples and good examples so you can understand how does that look like in web design. So let's jump here into some horrible examples. So this is one web design. Now, note that this is a little bit similar, like we talked about layout and we talked about the most biggest thing and secondary thing and third thing, but hierarchy, it goes deeper into I will show you. There's some more elements beside the layout here. So in this website, everything is green and black, and everything is trying to scream at me. So I'm really not sure where to look at first. This is obviously the biggest thing here that demands my attention, but also this logo is actually almost the same size of the letters, and this is actually black. And then we have these numbers also with the drop shadow of black that commands my attention. So I actually don't know where to look. Here, the text is super black, so it also commands my attention. And because everything commands my attention, I don't even know where to look, and I'm overwhelmed. And, even the thing that maybe should have been different and commanded my attention, like download a brochure, I'll probably won't see it after I'll look at, everything else, because it just looks like so many other things here. So this is just like too much going on here. Now, in this bank website, this is, I would say the logo is the biggest thing, and then we have this important announcement. Because this is blue, this whole rectangular is blue, the contrast and color commands my attention to the whole thing. And then we have this blue button here, and so here as well, and another blue button here. So again, I'm kind of overwhelmed and I'm not really sure where to look at first. There's just too many things going on here. Well, this is obviously an example of too many things going on, too many things screaming at me at the same time. However, the opposite can also be kind of a minimalistic website that nothing goes on, but nothing is big here. Then as well, I don't know where to look. Where should I start in this? Like actually the about and the agile software is the same as the main headline. So again, no hierarchy here, no clear visual prompt as to look. So these are some bad examples. Let's look at some good examples. This is a good example because the number one things that jump in here, because both of the size and the contrast of color is we help e-commerce website evolve. Then we have these kind of, and as part of it, learn more. So this is the first thing that I see, and it's very clear. Then as a secondary, they have kind of the visual here because it's different colors, and I can get a little bit of context as to what this is. And then later on, as the third thing, we have these kind of a navigation here. Now let's check out another website. So here, actually the number one thing I would say is actually the visual, just because it's so big. But then immediately as part of it, I see the headline here, and then the navigation as well. And then here we have number one as well. You can see the visual, you look at this, and then immediately you go look here and here. So you might think that it's about minimalism of not too many things, and that's part of it. But I think what you're trying to see here is that they're clearly guiding you where you should look at instead of overwhelming yourself. So let's dive here into my design software, and I'm using XD, but I just want to demo some things. So on a page, we're going to have a few different pieces of content, and I'm drawing here black rectangulars, but obviously, text is a block of color as well. So even though this is text, you can refer to it as it has some visual blackness, let's say, that it commands attention. Right here, there's too many things, but you can see here that it's actually a block of color. So text is also a block of color. Now what I have here on the screen is 4 different blocks of color, but there's no hierarchy between them, right? So they're all similar. And again, I'm being confused. I don't know which rectangle to look at first. So basically, there's 3 ways for me to create hierarchies, which is very, very simple. The first one is by creating a size differentiation. Okay, so I can make this larger and then these smaller. Okay, and immediately I've created some kind of a hierarchy. Okay, this is number 1, and these are less important. Now, I've talked about this in the layout. A lot of times we'll do something like create something big, and then something maybe, medium here, and then something that's really, really small. And that would be that's a layout that makes sense, right? I will look first here on the big thing, then I would look here, and then I would look here. So that's kind of a layout that's based on size. So that's one way to create hierarchy. However, it's not the only way to create hierarchy. Another one would be using color. So right now they are all the same color, and I'm using black, but imagine that these would be not full black, but they would actually be kind of a grayish. I'm using kind of reducing the opacity, how transparent they are, but just to create a little difference. Now you can see that we also have kind of a hierarchy here, right? This is number 1, and I can actually make this number 2, and these are number 3. Now we use this color hierarchy a lot of times when we're using buttons, right? So a lot of times you would see something like this is the maybe, buy now button. Maybe I'll write here buy now button. This is the most important. Let me make this white and bold here. So this is the most important button, but then we have a button next to it that says learn more, and this button is actually gray, and that's how we create kind of hierarchy between them. You want people to look at the buy now button first and the learn secondary. Something that's very common in web design that you'll see a lot of times is we're using a button that's actually doesn't have a fill, it has a border, and that's called a ghost button. So that's a button that doesn't have a fill color, and you'll see that because right now there's hierarchy here that's based on color, right? This grabs our attention first, and then this grabs our attention second. If you would just have 2 buttons that look the same, buy now and then learn more, I'll be just confused. I wouldn't be sure where to click on first or which one to read first, and obviously I want people to buy, so I want this to be with a higher hierarchy. So that's basically how we're going to use color to create hierarchy. And then the third tool that we have is the position property. Okay, so right now they're all very much aligned and look the same. But what would happen if I would, let's say, make this and turn this around? Now, obviously, we have something that's positioned differently, and it grabs our attention just because it's not in line with the other elements. Okay, so that makes, oh, this one is kind of a special one, and or maybe we can make this one go up. And I think this is very common, and a lot of time you'll see on website, you'll see kind of like pricing tables. Okay, so we have kind of like this is let's say this is price plan number 1, and let's make this bigger. This is price plan number 1, and this is price plan number 2, and this is price plan number 3. And what you'll see is that they're going to do something like this. They're going to put this up because they want you to look at this. They're actually trying to sell you this. So to create a hierarchy, they're going to use, and a lot of times, by the way, they'll use all 3 tools that we said. So they'll make this a little bit bigger, and also make this, you know, the stronger color. So a lot of times you'll see a layout that looks like this. And a pricing table is just one example, because what they're trying to do here is they're trying to make you look at this plan first and at these plans second. Okay, so just to sum up, hierarchy is super, super important, and not just on the hero, even though we've just showed kind of the main cover of the website. On every section of the website, when you're trying to communicate information, you have to make sure that there's clear hierarchy. By the way, I just want to show you, even when we're dealing with text, and we talked about this when we talked about type, if this is my headline, and you know, this is my paragraph, we need some hierarchy and contrast around here. We talked about this in the type video. That's why I want to make this smaller, probably, right? And I won't make this bold, I'll make this regular, because now this is not as black, right? So we have here color, and we have here you know, size and color, because when I make this regular, it's not as black as this. It's a little bit grayish. And so we've created contrast between them, and it's a very clear hierarchy that this is number 1 and this is number 2. And maybe here I'll have kind of like the smaller text, and I'll actually make this, you know, grayer than this. So that might be 1, 2, 3 hierarchy in my text. All right, so to sum it up, hierarchy is very, very clear. We want to make sure that it's clear who's the top, second, and third hierarchies to know where to look at first. And we can use size, we can use color, and we can use position to create this hierarchy. So make sure all your designs have this. Let me know what you thought about this video. Make sure you are subscribed and hitting that bell icon so you can know when we're dropping on. And there's many more videos in this web design series. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.